Hi guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to Vehicle Diaries. Today, we're going to be looking at a car that's kind of a status symbol. Say freezing in the executive world, and now you have more money, that pretty wife, beautiful kids, a nice house. What car do you think your company is going to give you as a status symbol? Today we'll be looking at the 2017 Toyota Camry. Under the hood, we have a 2.5 liter four-cylinder engine that churns out 178 brake horsepower and 170 pound-feet of torque. That is very ample for a daily driver. And then Toyotas are known for making very reliable engines that are very supple. Also very good with fuel economy and quite powerful, especially if you're going for highway journeys. Really smooth. I know you may be wondering, I said status symbol for an executive. You know, this is the poverty capital of the world. I know, Nigerians will be angry. We like suffering and smiling. You see, my friends abroad, this is basically $20,000. About 12 million naira. Here, it's a status symbol because this is basically someone's two-bedroom on wheels in some parts of the country. A whole house, but for a Camry. A Benz, I might understand. For a Camry, not an Avalon, not a Lexus. It's a budget mid-size sedan elsewhere, but it's a status symbol here. Eh? We are screwed. Man. Okay. Probably might find our money's worth in here. Again, 9 million at basic, 12 million fully optioned out. This is basic, so let's see what you. We'll first play a game. What wouldn't I find in a Honda? Cheap plastic. It's like the bowl we use in bathing at home. But there's ample storage space. We have cup holders, we have storage in there. You have power outlets, USB outlet, 12 volt outlets, and USB outlets. Yeah, we have that. We have storage in here, which is really deep. Like you can keep a lot of things, including your dashboard polish, some spanner, touchlight. Very deep enough to keep a lot of things. Yeah, that's Harry Potter's wand. The plastic materials in here are horrendous, like really, really horrendous. This is not holding up well at all. I expected better from Toyota, really did. But I do love the steering wheel. It feels good in hand. It's leather wrapped as per the sports edition. The plastic here is better, and this, don't deceive, this isn't really leather, but the stitching makes it look. Usually there are other people that can do, other companies that do this fake leather thing, and it looks a bit luxurious, but this doesn't still give that luxurious vibe. It's just like the stitched soft plastic. Damn. Well, you have the fancy dash. At least you can see what your camera looks like if you've forgotten what it looks like outside. It reminds you with the icon Toyota, like a 3D drawing of the Toyota on the dashboard. What else? Oh yeah, your 4 windows are power operated. The front 2 door windows are automatic. Like press down once. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, for the passenger side, that's working. One time up. I don't know why that's happening. It should be automatic one time, but I guess that's a bit faulty. You have your power operable windows from here, your rear windows, your lock for your doors. Oh yeah, being the sports variant, this also comes with paddle shifters, which means you can change on your own, and it's actually one of the only things I like about the car. It's quite responsive when you want to shift. I actually enjoy driving with the paddle shifters than allowing the car to dictate for me on its own when driving on automatic. The climate control, as usual, is a Toyota, so it's really amazing, really cool. Another thing to look at is the new infotainment system, quite responsive. Applications, it's quite responsive, really responsive to the touch. You have YouTube videos, wallpapers, you have your Apple Play Store, you have music, radio, car info, auxiliary, your auxiliary option, your Bluetooth option, your Chrome, your equalizer. It's all fun and games when seated at a spot, but when you're driving, it becomes difficult to operate because on even roads, your hand will be moving all over the place, and you might actually just click on something you're not really interested in clicking on. And the sound quality in this car is garbage. Very teeny tinfoil kind of sound quality. It's terrible. AC is good, at least. Oh yeah, another thing I like is the seats, made of fabric and leather and fabric. So yeah, the seat is good. And then you have this armrest for normal human beings, and you have arms like an orangutan. You can drag it forward, but yeah, Homo sapien, I keep it here. You have your glove box, storage space. You have your vanity mirror, but they don't have light, like I said. Base level vanity mirrors, no lights. Yeah, you can keep your sunglasses here too. Very cheap plastic. What else is there to love about this? Nothing really. You don't have your handbrake, but you have your foot brake. Your emergency brake, you step on it, and when you let go of it, you step on it again. Maybe it's the year, probably because it's 2017. I really don't see why. Let's look at the back seats there, shall we? Okay. Executive. Maybe that's why. There's a lot of space in the back. I mean, headroom, plenty knee room. Let's see. Yeah, cup holder, but there's no passage to the rear. That's terrible, Toyota. I don't understand. Really? Just last week we were looking at a 2001 Honda, and you have access to the rear. Like, what are you guys doing? This should be standard. It shouldn't be optional. Come off it. There's space. That's all I can say about the back seat. Jeez. You see, this Toyota Camry is on the XV50 platform. This is the 2017 model, actually. The XV50 started in 2013, and as of 2015 they had this face uplift. 2013 had a more angular, aggressive look. They kind of smoothed it out a bit. Most times when I see this car, I think of an elderly man, someone who has given most of his life working 9 to 5 for someone else. Some young guys might actually like it. It's not that aggressive, despite being the sports version of it. With the Ductley boot spoiler, you have the SE badging. Well, just a single exhaust tip. If you option for the XSE V6, you get the dual exhaust tip. 17 inches alloy rim. Door handles same color as the body panel. Little bit of chrome tip. Yeah, power operated side mirrors. What else? For some, you could get the optional day running light. or the optional moonroof, but this doesn't have that. This is just like the basic. But this grills has holes, as you can see. My fingers are going through to cool the radiator. Yeah, taking air to cool it while you're on motion. Other than that, I really don't see why it's that expensive here. Maybe because of reliability, or we can compare it, maybe we'll check it out with the driving experience. Did some research, some questions on it, asked some questions, checked some forums, and it turns out that Toyota reliability is always going to remain king, you get. But then for the XV50 platform, the gearbox tends to be somewhat of an issue. It has a jerky feel, especially when accelerating. Then for some people that are unfortunate to buy lemons, and by lemons I mean you buy that one Toyota, despite the fact that Toyotas are known for reliability, you buy that particular one that decides to be unfortunate. The village people sent you to go and buy. Yeah, you experience massive oil leaks and drop in oil pressure. Not cool. Other than that, I don't think you have any other issues. We've always known right from time that the shock absorbers for Toyotas are not all that, so you make do with it. I think basically what I enjoy most about this particular one is the paddle shifters. When you get to dictate by yourself, it seems to respond properly to your mind. When you leave it in automatic, it has a mind of its own. So I enjoy the gearbox. The engine is superb. It purrs quietly. You don't even know the car is on. So quiet, so calm. Just you get. I like the engine. Oh, the steering is so soft. Like, see, turn with just 2 fingers and it responds easily. Very good for making U-turns in tight spaces because you would not feel like you're doing any work. But it's very awful when you're trying to go fast because then it has no weight. And this is meant to be the one with the tuned suspension, which means that it's god awful, really awful. The suspension is still pillowy soft. It doesn't feel tight. No, it's not tight. It's just pillowy soft. So shocks are good for a Toyota. Probably, yeah, of course 2017 is just 5 years old. It's still a baby per se. So nothing really all that about it. Nothing really all that about it. Oh, the brakes are amazing. It's not a sports car, so for an everyday car, yeah, brakes are amazing. Like when I pick on the accelerator, the car moves, and when it's time to stop, it answers. The accelerator is also great. But there you have it. Now it's on automatic shift to the right. Now it's on auto manual, which means you can use the paddle shifters, and it's on gear 4. And I want to shift down 2 gears. Instant response. I'll not say instant, but yeah, there's a 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-speed automatic transmission, which is by all standards very reliable. But you know, when you've given people a particular standard, anything short of that becomes terrible. So yeah, that jerky experience people get with this particular transmission is why people can't look at it the same way. I'm yet to experience it though in this particular one. Well, it's all good. The driving experience is alright. It's quiet in here, but it's not refined. Like it's cousin sister that wears a suit. Sorry, a gown. That's the Lexus. That's more refined. You feel the opulence in that one. This one, not so much. Because those cheap plastics they used in this vehicle, when you go over bumps or rough roads, you get all those plasticky sounds, which is kind of annoying, really. So would I spend 9 million for this Toyota Camry? That's hard. You know, what you're actually paying for is just reliability. No, I wouldn't. An Accord, maybe. But if I'm going to spend 9 million just to show opulence, I would go German and deal with the consequences of reliability later. That's my honest and John truth. But say, yeah, I'll just deal with the consequences of reliability later. A Lexus. I'd go for a Lexus. Yes, it will not be a 2017 model Lexus, but you get opulence and you get reliability all in one. That's the idea. Damn. 9 to 12 million for a Camry. Very soon we'll be putting naira inside wheelbarrow to go and buy certain things like bread. In short, you won't be able to pay for bread with cash anymore. You have to do transfer. Get your PVC, guys. Our parents messed us up. We shouldn't mess up for our kids either. We have to do things the right way. I know most Nigerians believe in stomach infrastructure. And look at where that has gotten us. Yeah? 9 million for a Camry. Yeah, I've said it a lot of times, but it's baffling. Come on, think about it. It's totally not worth it. I'll tell you the truth. It's not. So, yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll keep on bringing more contents like this to you. Until then, peace.